low point, but we have always managed one way or the other to overcome them. By making courageous sacrifices, we have frequently gone on to much greater heights, as we did in the 2010 Constitution. Today, we are in one of those dark moments in the history of our nation once again. We are confronted with the layers upon layers of deceit and deception that we must not allow to reign. The latest of our many calamities occurred last month, when the presidential election was brazenly stolen in full view of Kenyans and the world. It was the third time in a row that the people's electoral will had been hijacked. It was indefensible the first time it was done in 2007. It was even more intolerable the second time in 2013. And when it happened again last month, the level of defeat and impunity soared into altogether uncharted realm. Amid such lawlessness came a courageous Supreme Court ruling that stunned the entire world, leave alone Kenya and Africa. Genocide, ethnic cleansing, and unlawful war aside, few crimes are worse than the theft of a people's right to elect a leader who will address their challenges and fulfill their hopes. But today, we are faced with a crisis of monumental proportions that goes well beyond electoral injustice. It is no longer about who is the rightful president of Kenya or about the naked theft of a presidency. That is unacceptable enough. The tragedy we face today, and which we have to confront before it consumes us, is not that elections were stolen. It is that the IEBC, Jubilee, and a number of local and international actors are determined to repeat that fraud, and they want us to participate in it. Those who control the levers of power in Kenya do not merely want to govern us against our will for the next 5 years. No. They want to ensure they will retain power forever by all means. That is the entire purpose of acting President Uhuru Kenyatta's courageous abuse, threats, and utterly lawless actions in recent days, which are designed to rally his base and other power centers and assure them that power will always stay with them, not just till 2022, but forever. To this end, Jubilee is determined to take Kenyans to another charade of elections whose result will be the same as the one that has been nullified. One thing Jubilee and IEBC refuse to disclose and address, even as they claim to be making changes to the electoral system, is the role the local telecommunication firms, particularly Safaricom, Kenya, played in the collaboration with Safran Mofo in manipulating the August elections in favor of Jubilee and Uhuru Kenyatta. It is a matter of public record that Safaricom was contracted by the IEBC to transmit election results from the KIMS kits at the polling stations to the IEBC servers. All this data was to be conveyed via virtual private network, VPN, in order to ensure that there was no tampering of the results before reaching the servers. It has since come to our knowledge that one of these VPNs terminated at a cloud server registered in Spain but operated from France under the control of OTP Mopo. Both VPNs were fully paid for by the IEBC. However, the VPN Safaricom terminating locally was never set up. Consequently, results from the polling stations, the KIMS kits, left the country but never found their way back to IEBC. In other words, the results which came from the polling stations were transmitted through IEBC network to a server hosted in France, but they never came back to a server at Bomas of Kenya. None of the kits under Safaricom's network ever got their results onto the IEBC's public work portal. This collusion between Safaricom, IEBC, and Sapramoso remains intact, and the firm is set to do the same thing again which it did in August.